This is Padmavati. I am pursuing 3rd PhD from TTWRDC Kottagudem as a part of Best Student Teaching Program. Participating in this program, I want to explain about the reproductive system. Before I explain about this reproductive system, first we have to know about what is the meaning of reproductive system, how many types of reproductive system will be present, how the gametes will be formed. All these things first we have to know. The reproductive system is nothing but the reproduction is nothing but the production. For example, our parents give birth they give birth to us. We can give birth to our children. They can give birth to their children. Likewise, they generate the from one generation to generation. It is also nothing but the reproduction is nothing but the life cycle between the growth, birth, growth, death. It is the reproduction has two types. The reproduction are the two types. They are the asexual reproduction and the sexual reproduction. First we have to know about the what is the difference between the living organism and non-living organism is the main difference is the reproduction is the living organism will have the ability to produce their offspring, but this is absent in the non-living organism. In the the production of offspring is with the help of the gametes. The gametes has the two types, the male gametes and female gametes. The male gamete is known as the spermatozoa or spore. The female gamete is known as ovum or egg cells. The reproduction are mainly divided into two types, sexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction is nothing but in this asexual reproduction, in this type of reproduction, the only one the parent will be participated. The only one parents is nothing but the only one gamete will be participate into the production of offspring. There are many types of offspring. There are many types of asexual reproduction. They are fission, fragmentation, budding, regeneration, and vegetative propagation, and spore formation. Fission is nothing but the division of parents into unequal division, and they give birth to their young ones. The fragmentation is nothing but the any part of the body they can give birth to offsprings. Next one is the budding. Budding is nothing but it is also divided. It also divides the parent into equal parts and they generate into new species. Regeneration. It is also similar to fragmentation, but fragmentation is present into the plants. Regeneration type of asexual reproduction we can mainly see in the animals. The vegetative propagation also present in the plants. The vegetative propagation is nothing but the parts of the plants like stem, root, leaves. They have ability to produce the new species or the same species. New species means the same kind of plants. The spore formation we have to mainly in see the yeast. Next we have to discuss about the sexual reproduction. In the sexual reproduction, two gametes will be participated for the production of young ones. In this, the male and female gametes have the end condition, but the parents have the two end condition because the parents will be produce the gametes. The gametes undergoes the meiotic division. In the meiotic division, they reduce the chromosome numbers. The end condition of the male and female gametes, they can produce the two end condition of the zygote. Next we have to discuss the how the male reproductive system and what are the parts will be present in the male reproductive system and female reproductive system, and how they can produce the gametes. First we have to see the male reproductive system. In the male reproductive system, there are some parts like scrotum, testes, seminal vesicles, ejaculatory ducts, prostate glands, urethra, and penis and ejaculations. The penis, the main function of the penis is the insemination. Insemination is nothing but the transfer of sperms towards the ovum. It is known as the inseminations, and the main function of the penis is the releasing of sperms and the releasing of the urine from the urethra. The scrotum, the main function of the scrotum is the maintaining of temperature for the production of sperms, because the sperms maintain the low temperature than the internal temperature. Testes. Testes are the two testes are present in the male reproductive system. The shape of the shape of the testes is the oval in shape, and they produce the sperms, and it also releases the some hormones like the androgens. Next, epididymis. The epididymis is the crescentic shape, and it will be attached between the two testes, and the main function of the epididymis is the sperm matured, and it will be the matured sperm will be stored in the epididymis. Next, ductus or vasa deferens. It is the thick walled and tube like structure, and the main function of the vasa deferens is the sperms. The sperms which is matured inside the epididymis, it will be transferred into the vasa deferens. The seminiferous tubules. The seminiferous tubule, it is two types of cells will be present: ceratoleal cells and Leydig cells. The ceratoleal cells will be produce the inhibin hormone. These inhibin hormones inhibits the follicle stimulating hormone, and it provides the nutrition to the sperms. And Leydig cells produce the some hormones like the androgens and testosterone. The prostate glands. The main function of the prostate glands is the lubrication of the secretes the mucus like the secretes the mucus like lubrication. It is helpful for the attachment of it is helps to the sperms attached in the urethra. Next, the main function of the prostate gland is the nourishing to the sperm cells. The prostate glands contain the 15 to 13% of seminiferous fluid. Next, the seminal vesicle. The main function of the seminal vesicle is the movement of sperms towards the oviduct or uterus with the peristaltic movement of the uterus and fallopian tube. Next, bulbourethral gland. The bulbourethral gland, the main function of the bulbourethral gland is nothing but it is also known as the Cooper's glands, and the main function of the bulbourethral gland is the washing the acidic urinary residues. Next, we have to in the urethra contain the present the semens and urine. It is the passage and means the semen and urine will be passed through the urethra and it will be releasing through the glass penis. We have to remember one thing: the urethra not transfer the semen and urine at a time. It will be in different time. It will take some times, or it will be take some intervals between the releasing of semen and urines. The glands, the main function of the glans penis is nothing but the glans penis will be present in the head of the penis, and the main function of the penis is the releasing of semen and urine. It is the structure of sperm cells. The cap-like structure is nothing but the acrosomes. The main function of the acrosome it is the inseminations, and next middle piece is the mitochondria. The main function of the mitochondria is the providing energy. The tail will be helpful for the motility. Next we have to discuss about the female reproductive system. It has two types: external genitalia and internal genitalia. There are different parts present in the internal genitalia. They are vagina, uterus, uterine tubes, and ovaries, and reproductive cycles, and menopause, and breast. The first we have to discuss about the internal genitalia. In the internal genitalia, we have first already we have to know about the what are the parts present in the female reproductive system. Now we have to briefly explain the every one part in the female reproductive system. In the ovary produce the egg or ovum, and it also produce the some hormones like estrogen and progesterone. Next, fallopian tubes are oviduct. The main function of the fallopian tube is the the ovum which is present inside the ovary. This ovum will be transferred into the uterus with the help of the fallopian tube, and it also collects the ovum after the ovulation. The uterus, the main in the uterus mainly contain the three layers. The uterus contain the three layers. There are perimetrium, mesometrium, and endometrium. The uterus also known as the womb. If the ovum will be the fertilized ovum with the sperms, it will be implant inside the uterus, or it will be attached on the endometrium wall. If the ovum will not fertilized with the sperms, the endometrium line will be break down, and it occurs in the menstrual cycles. The cervix is nothing but the cervix helps the opening between the uterus and vagina, and it will be the helpful the passage of sperms and menstrual fluids and fetus. Like a male reproductive system, the urethra will be do like this cervix function, and the vagina it is the helpful for them during the delivery time. The vagina will be opened because of the it gives the birth to. With the help of the vagina, the embryo will be comes out, and the menstrual cycle will be flow through the vagina only, and it will be opened during the intercourse, and it will be secrete some fluid like structures, mucus like structures. Clitoris, it is a small sensitive structure. It will be erectile like structure. It is a erectile like structure. Next, urethra, it will be opened during the releasing of urine. Next, we have to discuss the external genitalia. In the external genitalia, they have many type. They have many different parts like the labia majora, labia minora, clitoris, and vaginal orifice, the vestibular, the hymen, and vestibular glands. The labia majora is nothing but the outer layer of the vagina. It is known as the labia majora. The inner layer of the vagina, it is nothing but the labia minora, and the clitoris is nothing but the it is present between the labia minora, and the vaginal orifice is nothing but the upper part of, the lower part of the vagina. It is known as the vaginal orifice, and upper part of the vagina, it is nothing but the urethral orifice. The vestibules is nothing but the it is similar to prostate gland of the males. The main function of the vestibule is nothing but the secrete the mucus-like structure and lubricating the vagina. The hymen layer is covering around the vagina. Uh, it will be split during the copulation. If the forcefully they participate in the intercourse, this layer will be split and they break down, and they release the blood will be occurred. Next, vestibular glands. In the vestibular glands are Bartholian glands. The Bartholian glands functions like the bulbourethral glands. It is present. It is present posterior part of the urethral gland. Next, mammary glands. The mammary glands, the main function of the mammary gland is the secretion of milk. This milk will be sucking baby through the nipples. We have to see how the egg will be transferred. The first ovary. From the ovary, the ovum will be transferred with the help of the fallopian tube or oviduct. It enters into the uterus. From the uterus, if the ovum will be fertilized with the sperms, they will be implanted. If the ovum is not fertilized with the sperm, it will be of the monophores will be menstrual will be flow. The cervix is nothing but the cervix is nothing but the cervix is nothing but the opening between the uterus and vagina. The vagina helpful if the embryo will be developed. The vagina will be helpful the delivering of the embryo, or it will be helpful the menstrual flow. Next, we have to see the how the menstruation occurred, how the maturation will be formed. The maturation of follicle. This maturation of follicle will be occurred during the adult or puberty age. This first the ovum will be already formed inside the ovum will be already formed in the ovary. The ovary will be developed during the embryonic development. It will be undergoes the cell divides and it will be stops the division at the prophase 1 of the meiosis 1. It is the stage is known as the primary oocytes. Each primary oocytes they cover a flattened follicle like structures. This follicle structure it will be undergoes some division and it will be converts into the cuboidal follicles, and it will be later converted into striated epithelium follicles. It will be gradually it will be reduced from 60,000 to 80,000 of follicles, and it contains some membrane granulosa. Inside of the membrane granulosa, the cell will be present. It is known as the granulosa cells. And this granulosa the stage formation of granulosa cells is nothing but the primary follicles. The primary follicle will be gradually degenerated into a thin-like structure. It will be grown up to certain size, and the primary follicle covering into the two layers. Outer layer is known as the theca externa and inner layer is known as the theca interna. Outside of the theca interna, it covering a layer is the theca externa. It is known as the secondary follicle. The primary oocytes develop inside the secondary follicle. It undergoes the it develops the certain size, and it divides in the undifferentiated division, and it will form the secondary follicles. Then the secondary follicles undergoes into the mature follicle. This mature follicle, it is known as the secondary oocytes are the um, Graafian follicles. Next, ovulation. Ovulation is nothing but the release of a matured egg or ovum. If this matured egg will be fertilized with the sperm, the fertilizer with the sperm, the zygote will be formed, and the carpus luteum will be produce the progesterone. The main function of the progesterone is the sustaining of the pregnancy. If the ovum is not fertilized with the ovum, the carpus luteum will be converted into carpus albicans. In the menstrual cycle, it has the three phases, like the menstrual phase or proliferate phase or ovulation phase or the secretory phase or the luteinizing phase. There are three types of phases will be present in the menstrual cycle. The menstrual phase is the 1 to 5 days. The menstrual phase, the main function of the menstrual phase is the menstrual flow will be occurred because the endometrial layer will be break down, and that day 6 to 14 days, the 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 endometrium layer will be rebuild itself, and the day 15 to 28, this is like a secretory phase or luteinizing phase. In this phase, the hormones like the luteinizing hormone and the follicle stimulating hormones, they reaches the peak levels at the mid of the cycles, and if the in this phase, if the ovum is fertilized with the sperms, they have chance to implantation of the embryo. If the ovum is not fertilized, again the menstrual phase will be occurred. Like this, menstrual cycle will be occurred in the interval between the 29 to 28 days. The monophase is nothing but the stopping period of the menstrual cycle. Now how to know about how the embryo will be developed. The male and female gametes will be fertilized. Then the inside of the fallopian tube, this fertilized egg will be, the fertilized egg is known as the zygote. This zygote will be implanted inside of the uterus. In the uterus, the uterine valve will be present. The uterine valve is nothing but the endometrial layer. Around the embryo, there are four layers will be covered. They are yolk sac, allantoin, amnion, and chorion. The main function of the yolk sac is the first forming layer. The main function of the yolk sac is the absorption of the soluble materials. The main function of the amnion is the products from the shock absorptions, and the allantois. The main function of the allantois is the excretion of the wastage. The main function of the chorion is the gives the The main function of the chorion is the exchange of the gases, and the connection between the embryo and placenta is known as the umbilical cord. The placenta will be plays major role in the embryo because the in adult and small children, they everyone have the some endocrine glands, but in the embryo there is no hormones. The only one hormone, the placenta, the hormone will be produced by the placenta only. There is no endocrine gland, there is no exocrine glands present inside the embryo. The placenta will be produced some hormones like the progesterones, estrogens, relaxin hormones. The main function of the progesterone, the sustaining of pregnancy up to the 4th month. After the completion of 4th month, this placenta, this progesterone will be shifted into the mother blood. Because of this plays a major role in the maternal blood is the development of mammary glands. Next, it will be produce the gonadotrophic hormone. This gonadotrophic hormone will be released the mother urine. This hormone helpful for the confirmation of the pregnancy. Next, relaxin. The relaxin will be also helpful for the during the maturation of the time. This is the 8th week of the embryo. This is the 4th. This is here the how the sperm will be entered into the egg cell. Here first we have to see the from the ovary, the matured ovum will be released. The matured ovum, also known as the secondary oocyte, or first polar body, and sperm. The sperm will be fertilized. The egg will be fertilized with the sperm, and it will be formed the zygote. The zygote undergoes the 2 cell division, 4th stage, and later it undergoes the 8th cell division. The division of cell is nothing but the blastocyst. These this blastocyst will be attached in the wall of the uterine. It is known as the implantation. This this likewise the embryo will be developed in the human reproduction or in the sexual reproduction. Thank you for everyone.